Welcome back to my channel. This is Fortune Cookies Tarot, and we are doing a week-long of royal conduct readings for the royal family. If you are new to my channel and new to the theme that I'm doing this week, you can go back to my first video this week for William. This is very similar to how I do readings for my clients when they call up with a specific problem or conundrum or dilemma, and they need some advice. They need how to understand how to conduct themselves moving forward. So what I've been doing is I've been pulling a message from heaven card for whomever. From well, so far I've just done Queen Elizabeth, message from heaven. But why don't we see what Philip has to say to Charles? You know, the one of the things that I really like to do is tap into my own ancestors. Even though Charles III has just recently lost both of his parents, relatively recently, sometimes it's nice to tap into those messages and just ask, well, now what? I'm at the threshold. Now what? So let's see. Philip has to say, we will assist you in helping the important people in your life. Use love. Interesting. And we have some giraffes there. I think we all know who really enjoyed his time spent in Africa. So maybe we need to be a bit more generous with love toward certain somebody. So Charles III has been inducted as the king, not yet coronated, but he has been processed, so to speak. So, and everyone seems very on board. You know, it's a very sad time, but at the same time, very exciting time for a new reign. So, and it's not like it's the new dude. We all know him. So, let's see how Charles should conduct himself. Again, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll stick around. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you are a repeat offender, thank you so much for being here. As always, there's a link in the description down below where you can get your own magical reading from me if you need advice about work or love life or whether or not to buy that house up the street. So we'll take a look. So let's see what kind of advice we can give for Charles moving into the future. So such an arrogant disposition with me right now. Let me offer advice to the heir apparent for 70 some odd years. Let me offer him some advice. He's only been practicing to be king forever. So let's give him some advice just about his reign. What does he need to know moving forward? What's going to produce the best outcome for himself, for the good people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth? What is best advice from? And I am sloppy shuffling all over the place here. You guys can't see it because it's right off camera. But those of you that are new, I almost named the channel Sloppy Shuffle Tarot. We could still go back to that because it's actually, I am the queen of the sloppy shuffle. More slippery the cards are, the more likely I am to drop them. So this is interesting advice that we're getting here. Sometimes it is not always the best course of action to see things from another's perspective. The Hanged Man, when we see that upright, is about taking the data that you have and applying it and looking at other people's perspectives and other turning things around, like really, if you had like a 3D model, you could like turn everything around and kind of see things from a different perspective and see if that data that you have you can apply to someone else's lens, if you will. I hate using that, but lens, and see if you can maybe come up with a different solution. This says enough is enough. Okay. You don't need to look at anybody else's other perspective. In fact, stop being swayed by other people's perspectives. The messaging that's coming through is the rule of the land is the rule of the land. Either you are on board or you are not on board. So that is something that he does need to do. Now is not the time to rest. Now is the time to act. You have considered and pondered and heard other people's perspectives. The time is now to move forward and act and deliver those messages so that we can create a much better, smoother, easier future. So this tells me that the decisions that he has made, as difficult as they are, that he does need to move forward with conviction and has the support of those around him. There's very little emotion in this spread. Cups are emotions. There's very little emotion. What we do have here is hard facts and data. It's a very scientific approach to decision making and moving forward. I think that's going to be a little bit hard for him. I think Charles is a Scorpio, so Scorpios are pretty spicy. So he may have some issues with that. I sense that we need to take a look at how he should conduct himself toward Harry and Meghan. Or I think we need to look at them not as a pair, as individuals. How should he conduct himself toward Harry? Let's look at that first. Let me know in the comments down below how you're liking this series, these fast and furious readings that I'm doing. And with Meghan. Oh boy. Okay, so as far as Harry goes, we've got reverse King of Wands, and we've got Five of Cups, and we have Death in reverse. So the Five of Cups is disappointment. We do see some disappointment there. And that King of Wands is not acting, not doing what needs to be done, not taking those steps, waiting. And the Death card in reverse is not moving forward, not making that change. So this is in respect to Harry. Now, in respect to Meghan, we have the Nine of Coins in reverse, the Ace of Coins in reverse, and that Three of Swords. This is disappointment, breakup, sorrow, pain. The Nine of Coins in reverse, it's our wish card. That is a wish card. This really tells us that there is going to be some security issues. That I think this is going to be paramount. I think there's going to be a lot of yelling about security again. Just my opinion. So the Nine of Coins, for the uninitiated and my new viewers, if you're new to tarot, the Nine of Coins is the kept woman. This is the woman who is safe and secure and well-fed, well-kept, well-spoiled. In the traditional Rider-Waite, she does have a falcon, as she does have, I believe that is a falcon in this one. Bring it a little bit closer, but you're seeing my camera in there. And the falcon in the Rider-Waite is hooded, because there is some amount of freedom that is given up for security. That is the lesson there, the message there. But having that Ace of Coins in reverse, like they're just not going to be able to sustain on their own. They're just not doing it. And he should not be handing out to them. This is a feeding of the stray cat kind of situation. So as unfortunate as that is, I know he does not want to leave anyone destitute. He really does need to cut ties, because this individual and relationship with him will cause him pain. And it is time to say bye-bye. And again, remember what I said. This is a conduct reading. This is telling him how to conduct himself, not how he will conduct himself. So, what about the titles? How will he conduct himself with their titles? Everyone, how should he conduct himself with the titles? Should he keep the... I'm sloppy shuffling all over the place. What should he do with Harry's titles? I'm going to pull one card. And one card for her. So this definitely, the Tower in reverse definitely says to take those titles away from Meghan. That's definitely what that says. But for Harry, the Knight of Coins, it gives us this impression that the titles stay, but a little bit, he gives him more, I don't know, gas in his tank to go forth with and do better. So that is very interesting. As of right now, how will his reign be? How will the reign go? Long reign, short reign, fast reign, hard reign? A lot of cooperation, a lot of coming together, a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work, but he will negotiate very, very well. This looks good. This looks good. Okay, so a lot of cooperative work. So that slimmed down monarchy that we keep hearing about, this, monarchy light, it's really going to work very well. He's only putting the workers in place, the ones that are all on the same page, the ones that have the same mission statement, if you will. But it's a lot of work. He's going to find that it's a lot of work for the slimmed down monarchy, but they're going to make it work. Right now, they will make it work. There will be some adjustments that they have to make. It's going to be a little bit tougher than they expected. They will have to juggle. I do love the Seven of Wands as a card, because it is this balancing act. It is an unstable point in the progression of the pips. So remember, all of our even numbers are stability, 2, 4, 6, 8 in the pips, and 10, of course. But the sevens, the odd numbers, and 7 in particular, the Seven of Wands is having that balancing act. Like for some people, it'll be that balance between the work-life balance. And I think that's what this is about with the Slim Down Monarchy. I think they're going to find that some of the players are going to get tired. And we all know that Anne is relentless with her responsibilities and royal duties. She is, doing several a day on some days. I mean, it's like she does 8,553 different royal events during the single calendar year. Not really that many. That's not a real number, but she does accomplish a great deal. Now, is that sustainable? Likely not. Are they going to have to be able to get everyone to do that? Likely not. It looks like running lean will put a lot of pressure on some individuals. But at the end of it all, 10 of coins, they're going to work it out. They're going to make it work. I think he's got the right players in place. I think it's an exciting time. I think this is going to be an interesting reign. Again, I said it in Williams. I don't think that we are going to have 70 years on the throne. Obviously, we can't. He'd be 140 years old. But I think we're going to see another coronation in the next number of years. I'm not going to pin that down. I haven't read on it, and I'm not getting a sense of how long it's going to be. But I do think that, certainly within my lifetime, I think I'm going to see a King William. So that is Charles. And I do hope that you enjoyed that. And we are going to be moving on to Catherine in the next one. I do hope you like these. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of this series. Part of what I'm doing is I'm trying to be very respectful to the conditions that are going on in Great Britain and in the Commonwealth. I didn't want to do any heavy duty readings yelling about people and their bad behavior. I really just want to keep it nice, advisory, very light, and make sure that I do what the universe has intended me to do. So, and that is to continue to spread light and try and help people as best I can by putting my hand through that veil. So thank you so much for watching. We'll have Catherine up in a little bit. So have a great day, and thank you again.